Hey y'all, Kenny here. Thanks for joining me. So you've had a case head separation. Part of your case is stuck up in your rifle chamber. What are you to do? Well, rule number one is don't get excited. We can get this out. Rule number two, don't listen to what a lot of people tell you. You'll damage your rifle in so doing. Don't make hooks and try to grab this by the case mouth and pull it out. Don't use a rat tail file and stick it up in the broken case and try to pull it out. I have a simple, safe, effective way to get this out of your rifle without any risk of damaging the chamber. One thing you can try before you go to trouble with making a tool to remove the case is a cleaning brush. This one's nylon. You could use brass, but it has to be oversized so that it fits the case tight, and you can get quite a bit of pull on the case that way. I wouldn't go buy one of these just for that purpose because the tool that I'm going to show you is really simple to make. All you're going to need to get a stuck case out is a wooden dowel or a stick. This is just a green stick I cut. It can be dry as long as it's good sound wood, and a screw. You're going to start by sizing the stick so that it fits inside your broken case. Now, a good way to figure out what size your case is on the inside roughly is to measure the outside of the case and then subtract 80 to 60 thousandths from that. The easiest way to size your dowel to fit inside your case is just to cut a case off right in front of the web, in front of the case head, and then you can whittle this down or sand it or rasp it so that it fits inside. It doesn't have to be a tight fit, but it needs to be pretty close. Now you can go through your chamber with a long stick, and once you get it close by doing the measurement, then you can kind of force it up inside the case and pull it out. The old black powder will mark where it's making contact, and you can whittle and sand until you get it in if you didn't want to cut a case in half. Once you get your dowel to fit inside the case, you're going to want to drill a hole in the center of it, or as close as you can get, just a little bit smaller than your screw, so the screw will just start. Next, take a hacksaw and saw down the center of the dowel. I'm down about 3/4 of an inch on this one. Then cut the dowel off at least an inch long, but if it's a little bit longer than that, that's okay. You don't want it to not be able to fit up in the case all the way though. So that's going to be dependent on the cartridge that you're working on. Next, you start your screw into your split dowel in that hole that you drilled. Then you're going to insert it into your rifle chamber and into the sheared off case. I don't have a case in this rifle. I'll show you right here. This is a 30-06 case. But you just insert that dowel into the case, tighten that screw with a screwdriver good and tight, and this will be impossible to pull out. Now you can take a cleaning rod and carefully go in from the muzzle end and push this out. If you can't get the case out using this method, take the screw out, take your cleaning rod, push the dowel out, take your rifle to a gunsmith, have him remove the case and check the rifle over good, because you've had a serious overpressure situation inside that chamber. I give you the Kenny D guarantee on that. It's been said an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That's certainly true in this situation. So what causes case head separations? 3 things that I know of. 1, excessive head space. 2, reloading the case too many times. Each time you fire it, the brass stretches, it thins out, and eventually it fails. And finally, an overpressure round. Now, if you were to have a case head separation using factory ammunition, which is highly unusual, you should take that gun to a gunsmith, have it checked out, because it has a problem. So a lot of reloaders rely on round count to determine when to discard their brass, and that's okay. You've learned it from experience. You know when the case is likely to fail, but there are also some external indicators that the brass has outlived its usefulness. One is this brighter colored line that you see just in front of the web of the case head. On this case, you can see how wide it has gotten. it'll appear to be actually a double line there. You can see this is a partial case head separation right at that bright yellow line. So when you observe this line getting very wide on the case, then you know a case head separation is imminent. So you don't have to guess as to whether a piece of brass is suitable to reload. You can make a tool to actually check it. I made this with a coat hanger. I took a hammer and I beat the end of the hanger out flat. Then I bent it at a 90-degree angle. Then I took a file and I put a little bit of radius in the end of it. Then I bent a loop for a handle. You can insert this inside your brass and drag it up the case wall. Now, if you find a hook any place, as you can hear inside this case, where this hanger will hook, then you need to discard that piece of brass. Now, after so many firings, you'll get a little bit of a bulge down here. That is normal at the case head. But anytime you can hook this, as I can in this case, discard that case, it's going to separate on the next firing. So there it is in a nutshell, how to get a case out of the chamber and how to avoid a case head separation. Now guys, I hit 1,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago. Thanks to all you folks who watch my videos. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and do that now because I do stuff. Thanks for watching.